Hi there, Laura here. Today I'm going to do a 1 week, 1 palette looks. So I'm using the Chi Chi palette and this is what it looks like. So if you've got a warm toned orange palette and you're wanting to get some ideas on different looks, then that's what I'm trying to do this week, is I'm trying to come up with some different looks to use this palette, because it would be very easy just to do the same look with this palette all the time, because all the shades are very warm toned and there isn't a huge range. Like this is the darkest one, so there's not a really dark one and there's not a really light colour either, so it'd be very easy to end up doing the same look. And so I want to experiment this week with this palette and find some different kind of looks to do with orange eyeshadow. So if you want to see a few different looks with what I did with this palette this week, just keep watching. I'm going to first go into my Face Profusion palette and just get the cream shade, so any cream shade will do, and I'm just going to put that on my lids. I'm just putting it on very lightly. Yeah, I'm going to get my Chi Chi Diva palette and I'm going to go into this colour here. So if you've got a warm tone palette with orange colours in it, then just use whatever oranges you've got. I'm going to tap quite a lot of the product off, so I haven't got a lot of product on my brush because they're very pigmented, these colours, and I want a very light wash of colour. And I'm going to bring it all the way up to my eyebrow at the front of my eye there. And you get a bit more of that colour. So I just dip my brush and you can see how much goes on there. And then I'm going to take most of it off again. So I've taken most of it off the brush there. And go back in, and I'm using my fluffy brush. I go into my Instapot crease brush from Real Techniques. I've already put the shadow on there, because I always forget to show you the brush before I put the shadow on. And then I'm going to go into this orange here. This is a beautiful pumpkin-y orange. And again, I'm going to take most of the product off the brush. Try and get my eyes even. And then I'm going to grab my Designer Brands Gold Glitter Eyeliner. So, see if you can see that. And then I'm just going to put my mascara on. I'm not going to do any eyeliner today. I'll put some brown on the top actually. Just make sure I put my lid on my glitter liner so it doesn't dry out. So I'm going to tight line So there's my finished look, my first look for the week of my orange eye palette. There's absolutely no fallout with that. Got no of those light glittery bits on my cheeks at all. The light that you can see is from my highlighter. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to use a angle brush now. And I'm going to go into this colour up here. Actually, before I do that, buried everything under palettes. I'm going to use my Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art, and this is in Peach Prism. So it's got a glittery thing on one side and a kind of a metallic kind of shadow on the other. And I'm going to use my tiny little brush here, and I'm going to put some on brush, and I'm just going to line under my eyes with it. And before that completely dries down, I'm going to go into this colour here. I'm going to stamp it on. I'm going to go into this shade here. Into my Chi Chi Iridescent Glow Highlighting Palette. It looks like this, and I'm going into Rose Quartz. I'm just going to use my finger. Just going to dab that in the centre of the eye there. fluffy brush and just blend that out a little bit. Grab my tiny pointed brush and I'm going to go into Diamond, which is a very silvery highlight. Just put that in the very inner corner. I'm going to go back into my Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art and I'm going to take the glittery side this time. I just bought this today, so I wanted to play with it. And it's got a little brush on the bottom, whereas the other one had a doe foot applicator, and this side's got a little brush. Some glitter on the brush. And I'm just going to put it in the centre of the lower eye. And then grab my Wet n Wild highlighter, brow highlighter, and just do the inner ring. And put some mascara on. So I'm going to use my L'Oreal X Fiber mascara. And there's this eye look. So I wanted to play with the more pastel kind of shades and do that play on the more pinky orange and the orange on the bottom, just to get a bit of a contrast there, but in a very pale way. Because I think with this palette you could go really dramatic, but I just wanted to try something a bit different. And I really like how that turned out. So today is look 3 in my 1 week 1 palette. So I'm using, today I think I will use, I'm going to go in with this colour here to start with. And do my brushes. Today is not going to be a completely orange look. So I'm going to use some liner to help me with my look today. And get my fluffy brush and spread that out. So this eye, I've got some dry skin around here today, and the primer wasn't sticking there properly, it kept coming off. So even though the primer didn't stick in it, that shadow has still spread out really nicely and evenly. It hasn't clung terribly to those dry patches, and it's gone over it and not left that bit bald, so that's really good. I'm going to also take that shadow and run it underneath the eye. I'm going to wipe off my brush and then I'm going to go into this colour here. And I'm going to run that above that last colour. It's just a little bit lighter. It's the same tone of orange, but it's a little bit lighter. A little less saturated in colour. I'm just going to blend that out. I go into this colour here, this bright pumpkin orange. And I'm going to go in the outer V. I just want a cream shade to go above my, just on my brow bone. I couldn't think of the name of it. So I'm just going to use my Face Profusion palette, and I'm just going to get the cream colour out of there on my little fluffy brush. I'm just going to run it just under there, and then blend. So that's the orange part of this look. And now I am going to put some blue liner on. So I'm going to use my LA Girl Glide Gel eyeliners, and this one is in Aquatic, and I'm also going to use the one in Royal Blue. So these ones here, take those off so you can see what they look like. So I'm going to start with the Royal Blue and just put some on the outside. And these are really, really soft pencils, and they glide on really easily. And then I'm going to take Aquatic and run it along the rest of the lash line. I'm going to take my little brush. This is an e.l.f. brush. Blend those liners together. I'm also going to go underneath. And this is what that looks like. Because I don't want this to smudge during the day, I am going to set the eyeliner with some powder. And for that I'm just going to use my LA Girl Eyelux palettes, one in Tranquilize and one in Tropicalize. I'm just going to take my little pointy brush again. So I'm just using this colour here just to match the eyeliner. And then I'm going to try this dark one here. This one may be a bit greeny, but I don't have a lot of blue eyeshadows. Oh no, that's pretty good. And I'm also going to get a tiny bit of the light blue there. I'm just going to do my inner rim with my Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter. And I think my mascara might be coming to the end of its life because it's starting to get a bit clumpy. So you'll just have to ignore my clumpy lashes today. So here's what it looks like. This blue and orange look. And blue and orange are opposite on the colour wheel, so they're complementary colours. And just having a little pop of blue with more orange means that the blue really stands out because they're opposites on the colour wheel. So there you go, so that's look 3. So look 4 is the look that I thought I would most likely do when I first saw this palette. So it's just kind of a graduation of light to dark across the lid with those shimmery colours. So let's look for completed. And that's all with the Chi Chi palette, apart from a little bit of cream on the brow bone. But because I just brought this product this week, it's the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art, the one with the two sides. I am going to use a little bit of glitter just because I feel like being a bit extra today. So I'm going to use the glitter side, and I'm just going to pop it just in that inner third. And I brought this colour because I thought it would go really well with my Chi Chi palette. So that's what that looks like. Just to add a bit of extra sparkle for today. Today I'm going to do a brown smoky eye with this palette, and I'm going to dip into a couple of other palettes to help me do this look as well. So today I'm going to start with my eyes, and I'm going to go for a sort of a brown smoky look today. So I'm going to start actually with my eyeliner today. I'm going to go with a dark brown eyeliner just on the tops of my eyes. And it doesn't matter if it's a bit messy because I'm going to smudge it out afterwards. I'm just going to use my finger and smudge it out a little bit. And because I haven't played with this top row very much, I've used a lot of the oranges down here. I'm going to use some of these colours and this darkest brown in this look. Let me get my fluffy brush. I'm going to start off with this lightest colour here. Okay, somehow I ended up with some dark colour on my brush, so it's gone a bit of a funny colour there. So I've just cleaned my brush off. I was having a play last night with some different colours, and I guess I didn't clean I forgot to clean that brush off. So I just went in with some more of that colour and gone over the top. And I'm not worried if I go down on the lid as well, because I'm going to go over that with the dark colour anyway. And I'm going to go in with this one here. I like the way my nails go with my palette really well today. I'm going to have to wash my brushes after today because I've been using them this week. Although I've been cleaning them off between uses, I haven't given them a deep clean, and they're all kind of orange after this week of using this palette. I'm now going to go into this colour here. And I'm going to go lower down this time. I'm going to go into a flat brush. I'm going to use the darkest colour in this palette, this one here. And just go all over the eyelid. So what I do feel this palette lacks is a deeper brown. So I'm going to just try this colour here out of my Rimmel Spice Edition palette. I'm not sure if this will be dark enough either, but I didn't want to go too dark. I'm just going to do that out of E. Yeah, I think that's dark enough. And because it's the Spice Edition, it has a lot of the same tones, so that brown is the right shade of tone, the right tone of brown. It's the right shade of brown, that's what I'm trying to say. It's the right shade of brown to go with all the other colours that I've got on my eyes. I'm going to do a bit of cleaning up. I'm going to go back in with my brown eyeliner. And I'm just doing a very little bit really close to my lash line. So I've done all my base and I'm going to finish my eyes. I'm going to go into my Face Profusion palette and just get that cream matte colour. And I'm also going to use the highlighter out of that palette, which I used on my cheeks, and just brighten up that inner corner. Now I'm going back into my Chi Chi palette. So I'm going to go into, I'm going to start off with this one here. And then I'm going to go into this one with the same angle brush. And then I'm going to go into this one here. So the same colours as I did on the top, basically. I'm going to get a fluffy brush and smoke that out. Get my brown eyeliner. I'm going to get the darkest colour in that Chi Chi palette. And then I'm going to get that dark colour that I used out of the Rimmel palette, this one here, the Rimmel Spice palette, and just do the very outer corner over the eyeliner. Just to join that up with the top. Now I'm ready for mascara. So I'm just using my L'Oreal X Fiber Lash again. So that's the finished eye look. So I thought I'd give you my final thoughts on this Chi Chi Diva palette, and I really enjoyed using this palette this week and using all these colours. As I said at the beginning, you don't need this palette to create these looks. Any warm toned coloured palette that has a few oranges in it, you're going to have these colours with you anyway. I've used all the colours in the palette and all of them performed really well. There isn't a dud in the whole palette, I don't think. They all worked really well for me. They all blended really nicely. They're very pigmented. The shimmers can be used dry. You don't have to wet them. You can wet them to get them more intense, but they look pretty dry as well. And they all blended really well together, and because the colours are all very cohesive, they don't muddy up or anything. You can see the different colours on your eyes when you use them. The only thing that I wish this palette had would be a cream matte and a darker brown, because that's as dark as you go. But because I have the Rimmel Magnify Eyes Spice palette, this one here, this one has a darker brown and it has a lighter colour as well. But I also have the blush edition of the Rimmel palette as well. So I've got some lighter shades to create lighter looks. So between these three palettes, I could create any warm toned look in those orangey, pinky, pastel shades or dark shades that I want. No problem at all. So as I said, you don't need those particular palettes, just whatever palettes you've got. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye everyone.